understanding of what to do. Brother and sister, I don't care to know the family you came from. If you can make up your mind and believe that you can be different, you can stand out. I'm telling you a true life story. Look at me. Look at me. If you can make up your mind, look up. If you can make up, that is why I say you must believe. Settle this in your mind first. Say I believe. Say I believe that what God says I am, that is who I am. I believe I'm great. I believe I am rich. Do you believe it? No, you don't believe. You don't. You said you believe. You thought you believe. You did not. You did not believe. The Bible says, Jesus speaking, he said, if you shall believe and say, have a faith like a small mustard seed, and say to this mountain, be moved. It didn't say big faith. It says small faith. Small. Check a small faith. Now I'm going to be teaching you I'm going to unravel, I'm going to unveil some secret to you that will help you. That when you live there, you don't need to share them with others. You can use it, the secret the kiss about to give you. You can use that to chop, to feed, to take care of yourself. The first thing I'm going to, before I go into my message, the first thing I'm going to talk about tonight is your energy, negative or positive. That is the first thing I'm going to talk about. Can you sit down? Just sit down. Right there, sit down, so you can listen to what I'm saying. The first thing I'm going to talk about tonight, I'm going to talk about, before I go into my message, I want to speak on this first. Is your energy, your vibes, your vibration, is it positive or negative? Because if your energy is positive or negative, if it's positive, it's going to attract positive things. If it's negative, it's going to attract negative things. How do you know why your energy is negative or positive? How do you know? You can know by what you attract. Do you understand what I'm saying here? You can know by what you attract. Can I say something here? Are you aware there are persons that as soon as they join you in the boat, you started a business, you start doing something, as soon as those people, they approach you, you accepted them into the fold of what you are doing, your business started coming down. You just realize that the first day they came, customers stopped coming. You just realize the first day they came, people that used to patronize you, they stopped. You just realize that the first day they came, the people that used to call you on phone and say, please, can you weigh your goods, can you do this, can you do that, all of them will stop. They stop calling. No more patronage. Nobody is calling you again. Nobody said you a message again. Some of you, have you come to that level of your life where you just decide, where you discover that some certain person walking, they came into your life, everything about you, everything around you turned upside down? Have you noticed that? Please, this is real. I want you to talk to me. You notice that, right? And now look at this. I want you to understand something, that it's not every bad thing that happened to you that Satan actually engineered. Don't think that it's everything bad that happened to your life that is orchestrated by Satan. You know, everything, every bad thing that happened to us, we say Satan. Today I will prove you wrong. That, look at this, look at me, that 75% to 85% of the things that happen to you, either you are the architect through your errors or your mistakes unknown to you. Do you know there are things you are going through right now, you are the cause of those things, but you are not aware? Yes. But if you are the cause of what you are going through and you are not aware, who will teach you? Who will open your eyes to know that some of the things you are going through, 95%, 85%, 75%, 65% of the things you are going through actually are caused by you? Because it's not everybody around you that will have the understanding, the knowledge of what the world is all about. I'm talking about the universe. We live in a world. This is a universe. We have the inward universe and we have the what? The outward universe. The inward universe is the man inside of you, which is a word captured inside of you. So when you are talking about outward universe, you are talking about the earth. You are talking about the four corners of the earth. Am I speaking to somebody here? You are talking about the earth. Then you talk about the water, Then you talk about the wind. Then you talk about the fire. You talk about the soul of man. Then you talk about the moon, the sun. You talk about the day and the night. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Everyone sitting here, there is something you can do to control money, but you don't know it. You don't know it. You don't know it. Either you know it, you shine away from it, or you don't know what to do to make that thing work. There's something you can do to make money come. You know what I feel? I wish all the churches are sitting here today. That is why you see they are poor, and many will never be rich until they die, and they will pass it as a legacy to their children. That is my pain. My pain is just to be teaching, because I'm looking at people who are coming to church. They are shouting fire, fire, fire. There is no evidence. I'm tired of it. I am tired of gathering a church every day. More than 700-800 people will sit down, and no one of them, when we talk about a project of just 100,000, no one can say, Pastor, right off, I will take care of it. What kind of a church is that? I'm talking to you. Are you comfortable? That is what I'm teaching you right now. In case you are not challenged, maybe you don't sit down and think about, okay, like 5 years ahead of me, 3 years ahead of me, 4 years ahead of me, what will be the outcome? What will be the me sitting here today? The 5, 4, 6, because any man that doesn't think like that, success is far from such person. Every man should be able to sit and think about 3 years ahead of him or her, 5 years ahead of you. Like 23 of this month was my wedding anniversary. I was not that too okay. I came to the mountain early in the morning. I went to the mountain. What I did was, see, so Wednesday my phones are on, but I put them on silent mode. I didn't pick up till now. I did not pick up till now. I was asking, let me tell you what I did when I went to the mountain. I told God, I said, I have 40 years, 50 years ahead. Today I'm just celebrating. This is how, look at me. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Celebrate yourself. No, I'm taking you because I know after today your sense of reason will change. That your concern will not just be I want to eat now just to survive. You will think about what? Revival. Revival means to have generation in mind. Survival means that you want to eat today, satisfy, take care of your family, you forget about your family tomorrow. But when you have your family in mind that something can happen, peradventure you have gone, what happens to them? Then you begin to make plan and begin to make provision in case something peradventure happen. Now look at me. I went to the mountain. I just sat on the mountain. I said to the Lord, I said, today is 9. I'm celebrating my 9 years. I am not looking for cake. I'm not looking for people sending me messages of thank God for your life and all those stuff. Many. I said, that is not what I'm looking for. I asked God just for something. I said, Lord, I want to build godly home, a godly children. I want to have a godly wife. That in 40 years, 50 years ahead of us, that many will look at me, look at her, look at our children and say, the word emulating, the word copy. I said, this is the gift I'm asking for you today. Because I know many pastors who started like me. 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, they divorce their wife. Not just even 2 years. It's not a testimony. I don't know if you are getting me now. It takes a man who can have plan, who can see, who have generation in mind. Not just to look at mom, dad, father, children today, and you begin to look at 3 years, 4 years, 50 years, 5 years ahead of you. Peradventure where you are staying, let's take from Easter, where you are staying, peradventure they ask you to, they give you a quick notice. They said you should leave. Is there any provision that you know you have on ground that can at least provide a room, a roof? If not a comfortable, a conducive, at least something that can provide a shelter over your children, and yourself for the main time before you find a conducive atmosphere or a place. Brothers and sisters, if you are here today, you don't have such vision and such plan, you already failed. Do you know why we go to church? We do this anyhow. Many of us, we are just living just to sustain and to survive. We are not living to keep the next generation. We are not living to say there is a generation coming, there is a generation I carry. What happened paravirtual I fail? Okay, what happened paravirtual you fail? What happened to your children? What happened to your wife? What happened to your husband as a wife? What happened as a wife that you marry a man, the man was doing well before, all of a sudden everything, nothing is working again? What happened? What will people say? That is a question every good woman that want to stand, that want to build a very good home will ask herself. Paravirtual, everybody knew my husband to be a good man, and he was making it before I came into the picture. Not to 2 years, 3 years, and the man lost his job. And he lost his job, not just only a job, he lost his head. Who do you think that people will blame? People will blame you because before you came, the man was doing well. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. Do you know that some women will not pick up challenge and stand up and say, not in my time that I will marry to this man, the man will be poor. The Bible says two are better than one. Why would your case be different? That one shall chase 1,000, two shall chase how many? 10,000. Then what are you chasing now? You are chasing poverty, you are chasing hardship, emptiness, frustration, depression. A man that looked very robust, a man that looked very, very good, and he looked very awesome. We marry him, the man change. Everything about the man dies. Sister, brother, in case you are here, you are into a relationship ever since you came into the life of that man, the man is selling you no money, is coming again, no business. It's not a good woman. It's not a good sign. And if things are not working today, tomorrow is going to work you out. What will make every man to keep you today and tomorrow is when things are working today, and the man is confident that tomorrow things will be better off. There is no man that will keep you today, things are not working, you expect the man to see keep you tomorrow, and where there are so many ladies around. Listen to me, you better open your eyes. You carry Bible every day, you come to church. There is nothing added to the family, nothing added to you, nothing added to the children. You are comfortable like that, and you are saying nothing is wrong. Something is wrong. I know women who travel because of their husband. They travel, they say my husband cannot be poor. I know men who say no, I can't wash my children. Go to bed with hunger. Am I speaking to somebody here? This money you see people having, there is nobody, no one here they create anywhere that say only you will be rich. All of us, we are born and created to be rich, but you must know what to do to be rich. Follow who know the road, but if you don't know the road, what do you do? Look for somebody. What about if you find somebody who know the road and they don't want to show you? Am I speaking to somebody here? What about you find someone who know the road and he don't want to show you? Why? The fear of overtaking. Am I speaking to somebody here? The fear of overtaking. And the person does not know that overtaking is what? Allowed. That is when you are sleeping, you can be overtaken. That is when you are weak, you can be overtaken. That is when your system, your strategies are no longer working, you can be overtaken. That is why you must be awake and say to yourself, I'm not going to sleep while I'm still alive. Why are you sleeping? What are you sleeping for? What are you sleeping for? It's a question I'm asking you. And I want to charge everyone here as a young lady. Imagine you're 23, 24. You are made already. You are cutting your first million. I'm not talking about, because let me say this to you. I'm not saying you should sleep around and make money, because there is no money you can make from sleeping around. The only thing you can get from sleeping around is to have so many men that will complicate your life, confuse your life. At the end of the day, you have no home to settle, you have no place to sit down. Hear me. I've never seen anybody who involved in Ross or whatever by call or by contact, and the person viewed us and the person buy car. You can only head up and say, who can go? You understand? When you want to talk, you talk about, oh, way back, because your way back, you look at your years, you put it to prostitution, there is nothing to show. People are regretting because when they look at their life, they calculate everything all the time, everywhere, that they were the basic time. And the age of 35, 34, they discover that all they invested was a waste of time. This is time. I'm talking about a time when they cannot look at their head. Their head depleted. See, they're having problem in their head. They are looking for a solution. They are looking for a way out. No way out. Am I speaking to somebody here tonight? I wish what I'm telling you now, I had this thing, what I'm telling you now, I wish I had it earlier enough when I was coming up. I would have not where I am today. Nothing in life would have made me be in this level. So if you are privileged to hear, to sit down, listen to me now, to catch what I'm saying now, brother, sister, I'm not expecting you to be left behind. You don't know what I'm saying. Have you ever sit around your mom sometime? Have you ever sit around your mom? Those of you see have mom. Have you ever maybe take time, you sit around your mom decide to tell you the story of her life, and you will see 95% of the story, your mother, she's regretting. Oh God, she's regretting, and she start from your father and said, I wish I know your father, among all the suitors that will come, your father wasn't the best. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now imagine you open your two eyes, you enter a vehicle, journey towards the same direction. Why? Because of the spirit of no. You don't want anybody to correct you. You don't want anybody to talk to you. You don't want to sit down and learn. You don't want to listen. You don't want to know how to keep your life, how to keep your tongue, how to build a healthy relationship, how to become important and relevant tomorrow to your world and to the 21st century. You don't want to know that? It's a problem we're having today. I wish I know. I told my children, I told my wife, I said no. Mistake my mother made, my father made, my father, my mother so now will look at me. He said, my son, oh, she want to say something. I said no. Why? Time has gone. Time has gone. There are things she cannot change. It's too late. How old is she? She's more than 60 something, 70. She can't possibly change anything now. Then I look at the same young girl, the same girls and sis, so our little sister, our young sister, I see there, set free from the same life. I see them prepared from the same disaster, the same calamity, the same pain. I'm not here to throw anointing, no. I'm not here to lay hands for anybody to fall. I'm here to talk sensitively, so that when you look home and say, sir, it's possible for you to, it's possible for you to delete number out of your phones. It's possible for that phone you are calling phone. It's possible for that phone you call phone. It's possible for you to get back home after this message tonight. You discover that phone is not phone, it's a problem to you. I will tell you how. This is not my message. I will tell you how. 95% of people call you a day. They say I, you say, they say I. They say hello, you say I, or they say I, you say hello. Right? How are you doing? Fine. Where are you? I'm in the school, at work. Have you eaten? No. That's all. True of us. If maybe they want to know anything about you, they ask for that. Did you have money? You say no. Like how much do you need? 20,000. Oh, God will provide. True of us. Okay. During your birthday, some of you during your birthday, and it's worth celebrating because it's once in a life. You do it once in a year. Is it true? How many of your friends who actually will sit down and look at you as a person they treasure, they respected, they love so much, and buy a gift and said, I want to come and give it to you. Only few, 1 or 2, 3. But if you change the content, you check your phone, the contact. The contact you have in your phone is more than what are 20. Okay, imagine what are 20 contact you have in your phone. Out of that what are 20, only 40 of them decide to take your matter up by calling for a committee of friends meeting to say, how can we liberate this guy for poverty? Why? Because nobody want you to be better off than them. You know, guys, that is why your phone WhatsApp. I made up my mind. I said, you WhatsApp me, your content is not rich, I will not reply. I want to see how rich is your content. What are you saying before I could reply you? Because life is too short for me to waste my time. I don't even talking to somebody here. Life is too short. Life is too short. A man of God preached few days ago, went to the church. A very big man of God in Nigeria was supposed to celebrate his birthday 50 this month. Preached and went to the room and slept off and went to be with the Lord. Church is on. Wife is there. Children, they are there. They carry on. And then you are strongly, you want to impress people. You want to impress people who doesn't even look at your direction, who doesn't even know what you are doing. You want to impress people. There are times if you sometimes you have to allow the sleepy dog to lie. I'm talking to people who are brain here. Praise God. Did you hear what I'm saying at all? Are you here? Are you not killing yourself? As I speak to you, are you not killing yourself? You are killing yourself over people who are not killing themselves over you. Are you not dying? You are having an attack right now. You are depressed because of someone you love so much. They refuse to reply you, refuse to call. Is it not true? If someone refuses to call or to reply your message, it means that you are not important. That is it. That is the truth. Because no matter how busy a man, a woman is, if you are important to such person, it will create time to reply your message. Even if I am busy, I will call you. One man said, I just want to clear the air. Because many of you are dying for things that are not essential, that are not important to your life. When you're supposed to give attention to things that are eternal, things that will enhance you, things that will change you, things that will add to your value, things that will make you discover who you are. But you're not doing that. You're running after things that are nothing. Things are nothing. Things are nothing. Things are nothing. I told my wife, whenever I come to church after service, I go back home. When I leave the church, maybe many people thought I'm lying. When I leave church, I go back to my prayer room. Even if I'm sick, she know. Even if I did die, this my 2 hands are up the day. I told God, I said, if you want to take my life, you should not take my life on the basis, on the ground of I was not praying, or I backslided, or I was weak. So even if it's my last breath, let it be that my spirit was fine. I was in tune, I was connected. So I'm going to serve him. I told it's a commitment. I am not committed today to retire tomorrow. So it's not that I'm in today because of pressure, tomorrow I will be out. It's forever commitment. Serving God is everlasting, is eternal commitment, eternal dedication. Am I speaking to somebody here? I know what I'm saying, because many of people they freeze so out. Some are tired, some are weak, some are complaining. Oh, money. Why are you complaining? Why are you tired? Is it not because of your friends outside there? Virtue. Is it not because of virtue? Is it not because of this thing they open here back? What that city? Am I speaking to somebody here? Is that not what you are tired? That is why you are tired. You know why you are tired? Because the devil is still telling you that you need to get naked. Go naked and join them. Strip. Wear skimpy clothes and join them. Then you feel how they feel. You know, you used to see them, you don't know how it feels. You say, which day will I join? Which day will I be? So that one of my nipple will come outside. Don't worry. See, by the time you join the clue now, listen to me. Wow, I give you you just want more, you'll be tired. You know, when they ask you not to eat a certain food, you thought the person who asked you not to eat it, the person ate you. When you tested it 3 to 4 times. I remember that time I have married my wife. She was single, then I was single. Look at her now, she's heavy, very, very heavy. Tell her to job, now I can't job. Tell her to run, now I cannot run. That is the irony of life. Sit down. Sit down. That is the irony of life. That is the irony of life. The irony of life is that many will not know, they will not understand. Sometimes I will just sit, I will just take a look around, look at people, look at my life, look at people who are just wasting time. I say, why are they wasting time? Why are they wasting the precious time God has given to them? Do they think they have time? Do they think they're going to live here forever? Do you think you are going to be here on the surface of the air just to wear the rainy clothes, go to boutique and do shopping forever? No, brother. Instead of you to waste your time shopping, spend your time investing on your brain. Spend your time, invest on your brain. Bring out your value. Bring out your word. Bring out your purpose. Bring out what God has put in you. Don't die with it. Don't sit on it. Don't destroy it. Challenge yourself. Make up your mind starting from tonight. I will not sleep until the best in me comes out. Challenge yourself, sir. Challenge yourself, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you okay? Are you okay at all? Are you okay? Are you okay? Please stop the normal life. Stop the average life. See, stop the normal life. Stop the average life. The world is too crowded. There is too much noise around the world for you to just live a normal life. You see, listen to me, look at me. The world is too crowded, full of noise, that you feel that you can live a normal life and you'll be fitted to any possibility in this time. No, sir. No, sir. People are tired of normal things. Why do you think people are entering into workout? Because they are tired of the weekly life they are living. They want to be strong. They want to be known. Is it not true? That when they talk, thunder will strike. Is it not true? But within all that thing they did, it can only affect their territory. There is no young man that will become, whether a cultist, a ritualist tomorrow, that will be as rich like Dagote. So if you want to enter anything and you don't want your wealth to exceed the wealth of Dagote, no enter. I don't know how many trailer you will feed by. That man doesn't even know the number of trailer he has. Some guys, they carry go, they don't carry come back. Yet you are looking for to go and just sleep on a cemetery. I used to say, I will sit down and say, honorary cemetery, just to see evil spirit, see the spirit of our father, where does that? Why do you think that a dead man will give you money? And once one of them died of poverty, can you consult a spirit of a dead man who died of poverty, whose lineage is all about poverty? Such person cannot deliver poverty, deliver you from poverty. Those who deceive you that say go and look for a bone, you can get, it could be the bone of the person, the dead person you are bringing is a man who was disturbed, affected by epilepsy. So because you might not even know how epilepsy will transfer to your family. So be careful when they are telling you get bone, get biscuit, get this thing. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I remember meeting a man once at a time way back. He looked at me, said to me, say son, he said, you know, if you can work hard and a little bit patient and wait for God to lead and direct your step, you can be rich. You can have anything you want to have in this world. He said everything a man needs is time and patience. And work hard. Work hard. Work hard. Work hard. Don't let the sources of all that to destroy you, to cripple you, to capacitate your ability. Don't allow what others have achieved to affect you, because you have something in you more better than what they have. Am I speaking to somebody here? Are you with me here? Say, I hear you. Say, I refuse to fail. I know I am. I am living here. I'm living here. I'm living here as a success. I know I have all it takes for me to be successful. So I refuse to fail. Can I say something? You want to make money. You want to make money, right? You want to make money. Okay, I want to ask you a question. What can you do? Don't forget that everything you see was created from something. You were created for something. From something. You were inside a something, and you were brought out of a something. You were in God. You were taken from God. So if you were created, and you were created from something which is God, and you are in here on a location, so God is expecting you as one he created for something to create something. Are you with me here? That is why I ask you a question. I say, what can you do? Because look at this. If you apply for a job right now anywhere in the world, especially in abroad, the Western world, the first thing they're going to do is to go into your profile. That is why you have to be careful what you post. Things you post on Facebook. You are smoking shisha, you post it. You open your body, you post it. And you know you can forget your post, but your Facebook can never forget. Be careful. I'm telling you now. You are out there, you are drinking, you are doing all that. You open your many of us, we don't know. But by the time 2 years down the line, 5 years or 6 and all that, you are looking for a job after you are a graduate, and you are privileged to be interviewed by a very good company. The first thing they're going to do is to go into your profile. They will check your profile, and they will check the details, what you have done in the past few years. And if they discover that the life you live on Facebook, your profile is concerned, it was a life nothing to write home about, they will not give you a job. You are disqualified. Do you get me? Do you hear what I'm saying now? Now hold on. If you want to make money, look at this. You were created from something. You were inside something, taken out of that something to stand as something. That means you were created. The creator created you to stand. If you are from a creator who created you, that means you are given a possibility, the power to create as something that came out of something. Then if you came out of something, that means you were not honorary, you were not standing alone. You were detached. You were removed from something. So if you were detached from something, you were removed from something, that means you have within you the ability, the capacity to create something, because you came out of something. Now the question is this: what can you create? You are talking about money, is it not true? Look at me now. Look at me. What can you create? What can you do? What can you do? If you were created out of something, and you are somebody, and you are something because you are out of something, that means there is something within you. There is capacity within you. There is strength and ability within you to do something from your something. What can you do from your something? That is the question. Then you talk about money now. M-O-N-E-Y. Then how do you create money? Then you will now see money coming. You will now see people blessing you and all those stuff. Don't think people will just see you, they will just start giving you money. If people will see, don't be deceitful. If people will see you start giving you money today, today, while we are living here, heaven will raid that money. All the street of Auchi will be full of money. Nobody can just see you because he like you, or maybe he love your face and he likes your person and he start giving you money. There must be something that pulls. There must be something that attracts somebody to say, how can I help you? What can I do for you? Now, then we look at A-U-R-A. What is the meaning? I'm talking about your vibration now. Yes, I'm talking about your vibration now. Now look at this. The vibration you control, you carry. What I'm talking about vibration, because I'm talking about your energy now. Look at this. I'm talking about energy. The energy you carry will determine what you attract. The energy you possess determines what you attract. Now hold on, sir. It is possible for two persons to be married, for two persons to be friends, they are together, but they possess different energies. And if you walk with somebody or with someone who possesses energy that is different from the kind of energy you carry, there's going to be conflict between two guys, because you need what I call alignment. You need what I call what? Alignment. Now look at this. I can have an energy to magnet money, to magnet money. I can have an energy to put favor to my direction. Somebody else can come around me and the energy he possesses is different, is opposite of the energy I carry. So if energy I carry is positive and somebody is coming, the energy he carry is negative, then I should be able to cleanse myself from the negative energy of that person. If not, my energy will be what? Affected. And once my energy will be affected, I will be feeding for that person's energy. Am I speaking to somebody? Now look at this. Are you with me here? Are you with me here? Have you ever seen some young men, some young girls, since they were born till they are 20, 25, they never do anything reasonable? They do. Are you with me here? If they not do waiting go involve either they beat them, or somebody shout, or that fool's feet they use their name to sing. I don't know if you are, only one thing that makes them happy is when they are insulted. I don't know if you are getting me. Are you with me here? When they shout, they say you sleep with somebody's wife, husband, you stole, you did this. The person will tell you, I've seen ladies who said during counseling, a lady came and said, sir, if I date a man, the man doesn't beat me, I no like relationship. I say oh. So it's not her fault. You know what happened? I look at two things. I look at such person. If you want to help such person, two things are involved. Number one, the background where she came from, the mother and the father, what she saw, the life they live. It can actually, it cannot build a stronghold around her, and she grew up to believe that except a man beats her, except a man fight, or except a man quarrel her, she doesn't believe or confirm that the man loves her. So she will wait either a man slap or do something. Then secondly, such lady could be possessed or having a negative energy. There's a difference between when somebody is possessed and you are possessed with a negative energy. Possession means that an unclean spirit. Possession means an unclean spirit, a violent spirit is making use of your spirit soul body. And a Christian cannot be possessed. A Christian can only be obsessed. Take note of that. A Christian born again cannot be possessed. It can only be what? Obsessed. That means a Christian born again can be manipulated, can be bewitched. Now look at this. Can I teach on? A Christian born again cannot be possessed, but it can be obsessed. Listen to me. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? If you are a Christian, you are not possessed, you are obsessed, you can be manipulated. When do you know How do you know? How do you know? How will you know sometime when you are being manipulated, or when your head is being called upon by somebody? How will you know? It's a question I'm asking you. Do you sometimes, are you with me here? Do you sometimes take note and pay attention to the changes of your body? When your body system changes, do you pay attention? Do you know when your body system changes? No. You know when you are sick, right? You feel feverish, you feel like you want to throw up, or you feel like headache and your body system is not settled. It's different from when they are calling your head. Your head, can I talk to you? This is why you are here. This is what that others cannot have access to. Now, so you will know. This your head. Some of you sitting here. Some of you, your head is like a wilderness. Some of you is like a forest. Some of you is like this express. Some of you is like a thick forest. Some of you is like a bush. I want to tell you, look at this. Your head carry the capacity, the ability for both negativity and positivity to travel. Especially when there is any portal, any opening, where you open the portal, where you open what leads to your skull, which you can do by errors or mistake. You can cause it. You can open your skull, you can open your brain, you can open your portals by mistake, or by what you call knowledge, and meanwhile in the spirit realm is not knowledge, it's a mistake. So how do you know? Sometimes when you open your brain, you open your skull, or you open your portal, your spiritual portal, and powers begin to navigate their way to have what I call transaction to do with your head. Your head can be called by village people. Your head can be called by witches. Your head can be called by wizards. Now look at this. When witches are calling your head, powers in the family, they are calling your head. Remember that whenever somebody is calling you, it's calling you based on a purpose. You cannot be called without a purpose. Anyone that will call you is calling you either to sell you an assignment or to assassinate you. So do not be happy if you find out that sometime, at a certain time in your life or a period, somebody could call your head or call you, or a kind of want to have something to do with your head. Because anybody calling your head is calling you based on a reason, either to destroy your head, or to bewitch you, or to manipulate you. Now look at this. When you are under manipulation, and the only forces that can manipulate you are not powers from the water, the only forces that can manipulate you are witches and wizards. Because look at this. What can I talk? Are you with me here? How do you know when they are calling your head to be manipulated so that they can use you, use your brain, make you look before people that you are not responsible? You don't know that they can call your head, manipulate your head, make use of your head, make you look before your helper that you are irresponsible. Wish you are with me here. Make you look before people who could help you that you are what? Irresponsible. And truly, from all indication with what you are doing, it could prove to somebody who want to help you that you are not serious. That is why sometimes some people with disease, some people will stop helping you. When they discover, most of them, they shout on you, they tell you that you are not serious, that look at the way you are behaving, look at the way you are talking, look at your life, look at this. I asked you to come by 10, you are coming by 12. All these are programs, and I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something. That, see, the widow to your soul, the widow to your mind, I mean, the widow to your mind is your soul. The widow to your mind is your soul. And what is the meaning of the mind? What is the meaning of the mind? The mind means the body of thought. You can write it down. The mind means what? The body of thought. So your soul stands as what? As a widow that leads, that give a leak to what? To your mind. So when you talk about the mind, you are talking about thought. So where do thought, where do they generate from? From the mind. And how do they come? They travel through the widow, which is what? The soul. So when forces want to manipulate you, I wish you are with me here now. I will give you a scripture to back up my teaching. I will give you a scripture. When forces want to manipulate you, especially some people, can I say something to you? You can't manipulate your finances until your head is manipulated. Yes, sir. Do you know that your head stands for your business? Your head stands for your gain. Your head stands for gain, stands for business, stands for increase. Your head stands for life. How long you are going to live is determined by the longevity of your head. That is why if power want to tamper with you, they don't come to your waist. The first of all, they track your head. Anything that touches your head, it can rob your body. I wish I'm speaking to somebody here. Anything that touches your head can touch your body. Like some people used to dream that in their dream, like having a dream of missing items. It's not a good dream, a dream of missing items. That you wake up during maybe as you are sleeping in the dream of the night, somebody made away with your phone, and jokingly it happens to be the face you saw is a friend, took away of your phone you bought like 200,000. You ran after the friend, you could not catch the friend, and you thought it's honorary. It's not honorary. And maybe you are happy, you are sleeping, and somebody took away one of your palm slippers or your singlet, or you discover a roach just came into your house, come everywhere. You wake up, say, thank God did not carry me. Can I tell you something? Have you read from the Bible? The Bible says that Satan came to kill and steal and to destroy. Have you had dreams sometime, dream of the night, that you will just see an unknown face or familiar face enter your house? In the dream, I don't know if some of you ever had, it will just enter your house, but it did not make away with anything. There is no Satan that will enter your house without taking something. See, dedication. Let me tell you something very clear. Are you benefiting anything? There is no Satan that will enter your house, whether he stretches his hand to take it, you saw it or not. There is no devil that will enter your house and leave your house without taking anything. Most of the time they will take something that you cannot see. Can I tell you something? How do they manipulate people? How do you think they manipulate people? A witch is not, look at this, it didn't see you, yet it's manipulating you. You didn't see a witch appear to you physically, like face to face, confronting you, telling you, I'm a wizard, I'm a witch, I will deal with you. Are you getting me now? Yet you are manipulated by that person. I will tell you how. Can I tell you something? When we talk about anointed material, sometimes we are talking to people don't understand why we are talking to them. Can I tell you something? People don't understand why we are talking to them. Look at me. You thought it's everybody that shake you that will leave you neutral. Oh God, people don't understand what I'm saying. Ew. Do you know we have in this town, Auchi, we have not less than about 14,000 people. Is it true? We are to 40,000 now. Are we not up to 40,000? Mother, right? Do you know, sir, the large number of people among them that you do see, they are not human? No, don't say no. Don't say yes, sir. You don't know. You don't know. Let me educate you. Look at this. From this church gate here to what do you call it, Igbe Road, there is so much traffic, so much that you cannot see. That is why sometimes when you are walking, you hit your leg on the stone as if it's just accidental. No, sir. It could be a force that is telling you pass and let me pass. Can I tell you something? This physical world was created to represent a spiritual world. It's a direct opposite of a world. This world you see, this physical realm. So the earth is not as physical as we thought it is. It's a spiritual world. What did I say? The earth is not as physical as we were told. The earth is what? Spiritual. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. You don't know it's spiritual? Okay. Can I tell you something? Look at this orb we are sitting right now. Can you look at the orb and show me how many potters? How many potters we have right now inside this orb? This single small orb. How many potters you can see? I mean, who can tell me how many potters we have right here in this single orb? How many potters you can see? You can't see any potter, but yet you are surrounded with potters, and you are every day you deal with these potters, and those potters deals with you at home. Yet you are not aware where things are entering to your house, how they go, how they enter. Look at this door is a potter. This is a potter. This window is a potter. That window is a. That one is a potter. This one is a potter. I want to ask you a question. Sometime in the dream of the night, when you are sleeping, let's say between 12 and 1, between 12 and 1, or before you doze off, you sleep off. You know, there are times you are sleeping, you are not sleeping. You are still cautious of, you are aware, you are cautious of your environment. Are you hearing me now? But in the course of that, you could feel some intruder, invaders, like clutches, like something is touching you, and you could know that they are coming to your window. I don't know if you ever feel it. If you never feel me, don't feel. If you want, have you ever been on top of your bed? The first attack you receive just come through the window, you just open, as if somebody is coming to hold your neck. But check, as soon as you shut the window, you will not experience it again. That means that window is an access. It's a portal. Many don't know. Oh God, many don't know. It's a portal. It's an access. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a portal. It's a portal. That is why many people will shut their door when they are at home. They shut everywhere. They understand. Can I tell you something? No matter how neat you are, do you know that your house must absorb dust? The question I want to ask you, how come? No, I'm teaching you something spiritual right now. I don't know if you're following me at all. How come that the house I mowed, I clean, you see absorbed, there's so much if you go home and touch your center table, you see so much dust, you are shocked. This is spirit. I want to teach you something. The same way your head will absorb dust. Touch when you are done and you are going home, just touch your head, you will see dust on your head. Is it true? And some of those dust you see on your head, some of them you call the neutral, normality. There are some of the dust that you see on your head were manipulated from the occult. Let me tell you, look at me. Sir, can I tell you something? Have you seen some persons sometimes every 2 minutes they do like this? Whether girl or woman, every you ask them, you check their head, nothing, no disease, no infection, but yet every 2 minutes that they are doing like this. There's a manipulation going on within the circle of their destiny. And look at me, if that manipulation want to start, it start from their head. Are you with me here? Are you with me here? Now look at this. Look at this. We live in a world, we live in a time where the world is becoming more spiritual. See, you need to be very sensitive, and you need to be more sensitive than ever before. Don't just take things that happen around you that they just happen because they want to happen. No, if you do that, you are going to die before your time. This take me back to what I said before. I talk about someone can call your head, right? I shouldn't forget that. This is very important. Someone can call your head. It could be somebody who hates you. And before you remember when Saul was something happened in the kingdom, and the Bible says he went to consult a woman in the book of 1 Samuel. and what the woman did was to bring the spirit of a dead person, so that they can know what is happening in the land. Look at the person they brought was Samuel. When the woman, when she console and she summoned, and the first person that appeared was the prophet Samuel, who died. That means there are forces, there are people who console, who talk, who summon, who evoke people that are familiar to you, using them against you, unknown to you. I'm telling you the truth. Like people see faces of their late brother, sister. Sometimes in your dream you see the face of your late brother and sister, either try to sleep with you or fight you or collect something from you. You will not say, or maybe the person is not even dead at all, but you will see the face of your brother or sister. Anytime he comes, he's always want to attack you, collect from you. Brother, if you don't pray and ask God very well, you might be very shocked it's not your brother. You might be very shocked it's not your sister. It might be one old woman, old man in your family who is manipulating the face of your brother or sister just to turn you and your siblings against each other, so that the peace you enjoy, the harmony will scatter. This is when prayer, a warfare prayer, this is when strategic prayer comes in. This is when you need to go to God in prayer. Not just pray anyhow. You strategically pray and ask God what is happening. Then the middle of the night, God can open your eyes and say, son, this is what is happening in your family. This is what is happening to you. Am I speaking to somebody here now? Now look at this. If you read the book of Genesis, the Bible says when Adam and Eve sinned against God, God sent an angel. God didn't just send another angel. Remember? God said the cherubim and the seraph angel with swords in their hand to keep the garden, to keep the gate. Why? So that none should enter and none should what? Come in. That means, what does a gate represent? The gate represents the head. Which I'm talking to somebody here. What does a gate represent? A gate represents what? The head. Can I tell you something? If there is no fire, no swords, no flame of fire keeping your head, witches can evoke, witches can summon your head. They can call you. And you know one funny thing about them, when they call you, they don't do anything than pot. That is the easiest way, because the pot, you know the meaning of pot. You know where pot, they got pot. What is the source of? Where is it from? Is it not from the earth? From the clay? From the clay. Where is a man from? I'm trying to unveil a mystery to you. Some of you are just looking at me. Where is your body from? From the clay. So clay pot, where is it from? You see why they are using pot? See why they are using pot? They will use pot. Wash. They will use pot. Call a man's spirit. Use pot to evoke a man. Use pot to consult a man's destiny, future, what you are going to be, what you are going to look like, and all that. People come and say their own, what they feel like about you, what they want, what they should do to you, and that pot is right there. And everything they are saying, and you searching that pot. At the end of the day, what they want to do, when they are done with their evocation and enchantment and bewitchment, and they say their word, they project and say words into the atmosphere. You know those words they release, their materials. I'll say this to you. Those words they release into the air, their material. That is why the Bible says, it said, open the mouth, speak. Because witches are not quiet. Don't think they have another power they are using. What they use is, number one, they believe what they do. Number two, they speak. How do I know they believe what they do? How can a witch go to a 3-row Joshua 4 and he did not see anything there, did not see anybody there? He just believe that our callings or his calling they are there. Are you getting me there? Are you with me here? The person just stand there and say, I present also person before you. By this time next year, I don't want this person to have a job. I want this person to lose a job, and loss of children and all that calamity and plague on that. While he was talking, he didn't see any physical object over there. Is it true? But yet forces were there. What invited forces? The Bible speaking in the book of Genesis chapter 1. If you read from verse 45, 6, 26, Bible says we are created in the image of God after his likeness. Now look at this. Whenever God hears you speaking, talking, because you are God, you are God-like. You are created after God. You came from God. Am I speaking to somebody here now? Whenever you speak, whenever you are talking, what you are releasing are not words. You are releasing Christ-like. You are releasing the image. You are releasing the likeness of God. So where witches are talking, God cannot break his word. You also honor them. But so it's less for you because image are talking. He created the image. Oh God, I wish I'm talking to somebody here. See why people who thought they have knowledge, they go to church, they are poor. Meanwhile, people who don't go to church, once in a while they go to church, they are rich. Do you know that if a wicked man decide to wait on a particular altar to get a job done, it doesn't care how many years it's going to take him? Are you aware? It doesn't take. But Christians, we are honest. We look at time. We are tired. We want to go and cook. But a man can, because of one soul, forget about cooking that day. Forget about meeting. Forget about the money in account and said, this soul must not cross this night. He must die before tomorrow morning. I don't know if I get it. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Do you know a man can decide this midnight to travel to Ibadan? Just because he wants a soul not to cross this night to see the next day. How many of you can pay such sacrifice? Nobody. You see why there is increment, a high size of wickedness in the society? Because there is nobody that is ready to pay the price. Everybody is weak. Everybody is tired. All of us, we are microwave Christians. Look at somebody who will go to a place, a spot, and stand there. He will be instructed, told, and say, go naked in the middle of the night. Now, I want to ask you a question. What gave that person that kind of a confidence? Look at 12 o'clock, pastor, I don't know if I can. A woman, what gave that woman that kind of confidence and courage around 12 that she could come out and go to River Road? And she was told, don't go with anybody. Based on the instruction, she's afraid to go with someone. And she had gathered enough mind that if I follow, somebody follow me, the sacrifice will swear. So it goes alone. Now, hold on. Just look at the risk, number one. Number two, the time. Number three, the distance. Number four, the river or the Joshua is going. He doesn't consider all these things. You know what is paramount to him or to her? That soul that is about to sacrifice. So now look at this. When we look at the sacrifice, when we look at what we are about to gain, regardless of what we are giving, we don't look at the price and the volume. You can go to any length. That is me. That is how far I've gone. Our problem is that we always, most of the time, we consider the gain, we consider the pain and me, the simplest night. We don't look at what the simplest night, the pain, what is going to bring in return. We don't consider it. That is why many of us, we can't sacrifice. When they talk about sacrifice, we are tired. We don't know that anything that you give, that pays you, that has to do with your sweat, that has to do with your time, that when time comes, you repeat. You repeat. Look how many people here now. How many people here is to tell you how the life we are living, how deteriorated, how far we have gone. Then the person will come to church and say, "Ooh, things are not working. Life is not working. Life is not working." Whether you like it or not, the devil is the god of this world, the god of the cosmos. The book of 1 John. The god of the cosmos. Satan is the god of the cosmos. He's not the god of the heaven where God is sitting, but the god of the heavens before heaven where God is sitting. You know there are heavens before heaven where God is sitting. There is heaven far above heavens. So heavens before heaven, which is far above heaven where God situated. The heavens that descend from where God situated to the earth. We refer to them as cosmos. That is where Satan is situated. That is where you operate from. So when you say Satan is the god of this world, we are not talking about the heaven where you are born, where you are sitting. We are talking about the heavens before heaven, where God is sitting, where we are made sitting with him, far above principalities and power. So that is not where Satan is the god. Let me stop here. Are you blessed? Are you sure you are blessed? Okay. Can I ask you a question before I go? What do you know that is happening to your life right now? Currently, what do you know that is going on in your life? Because that is the worst thing that can happen to a man, where you don't even know what is happening to you. You cannot tell anybody. Someone will ask you, say, I don't know. You are confused. And you are asking questions. You even ask people who don't even know what to even say about themselves. They are confused about their lives. I was even asking the question, can you tell me what is happening to me? And they ask you, say, even me, I don't know what is happening to me. I might say something here, please. If I'm making any sense here, say I hear you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Very, very. It's just like someone is sick, is going to a lawyer, asking a lawyer that is sick. What do you expect a lawyer to do? He's not a doctor, has never got to a medical school. So I'm talking to you right now. What do you know? Do you know if it's just 3 persons I'm talking to tonight that can understand what I'm saying? I will be very, very happy than to talk to 20, 100,000 and all that, and they don't understand, because the essence of teaching you, passing this message, is for you to have what? Information, for you to be informed. When you are informed about yourself, you are informed about your environment, then you begin to rule, you begin to reign. Am I speaking to somebody here? Information is power. Information is knowledge. When you are informed, you cannot be deformed. And the only way you can be deformed, you can be informed, is through information. So it's what I'm telling you now. The Bible says faith comes by hearing. Also destruction comes by what? Hearing. So I'm telling you now, what do you know that is wrong with you? What do you know that is wrong with your life? Why do you carry business? It's not working. You touch this one, it's not working. Touch down, it's not working. Why is it earth? Why is it that earth is working against you? Earth you walk upon. Why is it working against you? Why is everything around you works against you? Why do you do what others are doing? It falls and it doesn't work and all that. As if the whole world is against you. As if you have committed the worst on earth. What do you think that is possibly happening to you? What do you think is happening to you? It's a question I'm asking you. What do you think is happening to you? Could it be that the earth is working against you? Could it be the element is working against you? Could it be your whole head is working against you? Could it be that something is wrong with you? You know they ask you to get water tonight. Many reluctantly. Why? Because that is why I say I made up my mind not to talk to people who don't know what they are looking for. It's better you talk to one person that you know, if you put in your energy into that person, and because that person is ready and he believes and he knows what he's looking for, you know that the outcome is going to be massive. So it's better you channel your energy to such person, that to teach people how people are sitting, that they are looking at you, they fail at home, they fail in the school, they fail in marriage. Is it the church you're going to make it? It's the same attitude you possess, you exhibited in the school that made you fail. It's the same attitude you exhibit when I'm teaching you. Is it not true? You jump through the window when lecturer is teaching. So I know what I'm talking about now. Imagine, you see what I'm teaching you. See what I'll be teaching you. It's taken me more than 5 years to gather. More than 5 years, sleepless nights to do research. Why should people go out in the midnight and stand on the midnight looking at the moon like this, just staring at the moon, say words to the moon, and they will talk and talk and talk and talk like an hour. They will go back to the room. In the morning, those guys have advantage. You go to business, you see them doing well, and they say business, you do. You are not making it. Can I tell you something? Don't think that because you go to church, a man who works more than you, who labor more than you, that you'll be better than the man. Never. If your mind tells you that even God himself will be unfair to see because you go to church and you don't do what he commanded you to do, and a man who works because he doesn't go to church and the man is very industrious, very committed, very hardworking, that you should have result more than the man. God will be unfair. God will be a just God. It will be a wicked God for God to do that, because the Bible says, say whatsoever a man soweth. So if a wicked man sow something good, he will reap it. Will reap something good. If a good man, a godly man, a righteous man do something good, sow something good, it will reap something good. So determine what you reap, what comes in return. Determine what to sow. So as you are sitting now, your time, you are sitting here, you are sowing. This you don't know, but the question is now, where are your tools? This period is supposed to be your sowing period. What are you sowing that tomorrow you will be confident that you're going to reap? You are not sowing anything. You are looking at me like anyanya. You are not sowing anything. You are laughing. What I've said so far today is enough for you to go home. You explode. I told you, I said, when they are calling your head, what do you do? I know you don't know it's calling your head. And how do you know when they are calling your head? Sometimes you feel weak. Sometimes you feel what? Weak. That is number one. Number two, begin to nurse this thought of death. Death. As is, that thought will just come all of a sudden. It wasn't there before. It will just come like a traveler. The next thing you start thinking is, what if I die now? I don't know if I get it. It's just like it wasn't there a few hours ago. It wasn't there 2 days ago. Are you with me here? You just say, it just came. You say, what if I die now? What am I living for? Sister, it's not a thought. Don't see it as a thought. It's not thought. Look at this. Never you sit down and say it is a thought. Every thought, whatever you feel that comes to you as a thought, was processed. What did I say? That is, it went through a channel. That means there's a system responsible. It didn't just arrive in your mind. It was processed and set forward, projected to you. At that time, that means at that time you have such thought in your mind. You were mandated by forces, commanded by forces, commissioned by forces. But you might think it's just a thought. That is how many people will start feeling headache. They say just a thought. I'm just thinking about the headache. That is, sister, why did you think about headache 3 days ago, 4 days ago? Why is it that when you were about to write exam, the thought of what if you fall now? I don't know if you are getting me. Then not actually, if you fall, you cannot write the exam now. Is it not true? Are there not people when they go to the market, why they want to buy from their fellow women? A thought will just come. What about if you touch this thing and you fall for here now? I don't know. Have you ever seen? Why is it that time? Why is it that market where everywhere, good and bad are everywhere, including your enemies? Am I speaking to somebody here? There are some people when they want to board, they want to enter Okada, they are going home. A thought will just come. You say you will not get home. Instead of you to say Okada, go first. Okada, go. Settle that thought. It's not a thought. That thing you had is not a thought. It's an assignment. See, you must return it back to set that with immediate effect. Don't say it's a thought. You might be very surprised you did not get home. Even if you did not die, one of your legs must remove. Have you heard some people will tell you, say, before the Sunday apple, I dreamt of it. Ask them, when you dreamt of it, what did you do? They will tell you, I thought it was a joke. A young girl had a feeling that something was about to happen. She fasted. After the fasting, the last day of the fast, fire got the house. She's got bored all over, but the 2 years she was hospitalized in the hospital. If not because of the fasting, she fasted, she would have died. Some people when Satan project thought and begin to set them as signal to their heart, they thought they are just coming because they are human. No, sir. Every thought is a messenger. Every evil thought you feel that is unusual, it's a messenger. It's a messenger. A thought like nobody has ever made in the family. Anything you do, there's something we always tell you. Say, do you think you are going to make it? Sir, ma, that the devil and your family, they are already building a very strong, a fortified stronghold around your mind already. You'll be very surprised. Anywhere you go, what you're going to be feeling, they will tell you are not qualified. Even before they tell you, the man in charge will tell you are not qualified. There is something that comes from your man that will tell the man will look at your face and say you are not qualified. Do you know how people disqualify themselves even before the man who's supposed to qualify them? And people will tell you. Have you seen people go for interview, they trade the dress corporate, they are standing before the man, before they lose the time. They don't lose them. They were asked to dress corporate too. 2 minutes to their time by themselves and remove the tie. They remove the tie. The next thing, they remove the shirt. They start walking around. That was supposed to be the man is sitting. I said 2 more minutes I will attend to you. Before you know, one piece from nowhere. The man feel pressed, he want to go to toilet, and it's going to take about 3 minutes. Just a minute to his time, the man ran. You know, when Satan want to finish him, he will stay there for like an hour. He will give him this tree. You never say anything. Oh, we give him running stomach. 1 hour. Boss will come and say, where is that boy? Where is Gwenji? Where is Gwenji? When by the time boss enter a car, is back home, Beji will come and say, wait boss, I say, boss don't go. And he was supposed to be the manager. In case you are not aware, you thought why Belen no pay you before you come? Some people don't understand. There are ladies that they will be very happy, so organized, so happy with their fiancé, until the day the man will kneel down and say, will you marry? Until the day man will kneel down and say, will you marry me on? Is that day you will not even get bad mouth? He say, marry who? Look at your face, good. You know, many don't take time. They don't give attention to what I'm saying now. That is why pastors can be on the altar. Pastor can be in the ministry for years. People can be suffering. People are in marriage. People are doing business. Nothing is working. You are surrounded with helpers. People supposed to help you. Yet, they look at you that you are not. You don't deserve their help. Head. Some people here, if you say the grace of our Lord Jesus now, they will be very happy. Because as I'm speaking now, there's something telling them now. I say, what are you still doing here? What are you doing here? You know there's a birthday party. What are you doing here? Am I speaking something here? Am I saying something here? Am I saying something at all? There was a day, I don't know if you remember this, it should be about 4 or 5 or 6 years ago or thereabout. Incident that happened when a trophy break from the up. Can you remember? I was in that scene. I left the scene 5 minutes before that thing hit. I just left the place, not thought to 5 minutes. The next I heard, hey, the spot I left. Do you know the prayer? I pray every day. I say, Lord, when evil is in my front, let me be at the back. When it's right in my back, let me be in my front. But when it's both right, left, back, front, Lord, give me wings to disappear. Anybody that doesn't pray that prayer, you are wasting your time, because your enemy, they use strategy. I'm telling you the truth. That is why I'm teaching you here these 2 days, so that you can be wise. You can be wise. You can be wise. You live after this service and just go home. The next, you just enter your house, you open your deep freezer, you take water, you drink, you just sit down. By everything I taught today, you forgot. You forgot. I'm going to teach you something tomorrow, and it's going to be by 6:30 a.m. I'm going to spend just an hour, 30 minutes. Tomorrow we are going to finalize and do the practical. If they are calling your head, if they are calling your head, what can you do to it? Position must be repositioned from the usual location. Yes, so you know that anytime they come, there's a place they always meet your head now. Yes, those who are touching your head, they know you. When they are looking for you, they know you always do like this. So you know, for the since you were born, anytime you are sleeping, even if you want to turn, anytime you turn like this, like this. So if you turn again like this, so they know your arrangement, they know your setting. So your head can be spiritually repositioned. That even when you sleep like this, physically it's like this, but spiritually you are not on the bed. It's very important to which is you see them. They feed on the dogs of the earth, feed on our characters, feed on our disobedience, feed on our rebellions. Almost every day we disobey. Yes, almost every day we rebel. Is it not true? Almost every day we buy, we sell. Is it not true? We go to market. Is it not true? So that is why in this world you need God, and you need to have the wisdom of the wise to walk among men, so that your days will not be cut short before your time. That is the truth I must tell you. What kill your father should not kill you. It's not by prayer, it's by knowledge. Prayer alone will not make you escape. You need to have the knowledge. You need to have the kind of knowledge that your father he no get. Your father no get her, your mother no get her. Who tell you say your father no pray? Your father did sacrifice. You know your father sacrificed fowls. And they said even when fowls see your father started running. You don't know. I'm telling you the truth. The one of my daughter is no longer in Nigeria and travel. He told me, he said, I said that, Daddy, I sacrifice goat and fowl to an extent that even when I see goat, I travel, I see that they irritate me. That girl went through deliverance countless time, 2 to 3, 4 months before she was delivered, and the Lord helped her. She traveled to the country. She's doing well for herself. And many don't know that. Some people just believe that this lady can meet a young man now. That is what we believe, that this lady will meet a young man today now, as she and said, Daddy, this is a man I want to marry. As long as they like each other, they love each other, the next is to go to altar. Go for deliverance first, because you are coming from different background. No, listen to me. For the fact you love each other, your background does not love each other. That is why a man will wake up. A man slept on the same bed with his wife, wake up the same bed and look at the woman and say, hey, we sleep here together. That means the flesh agree, but the background did not agree. I wish I'm saying something here. Which I had someone who taught me this thing way back about 10 years ago. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I will be here. You don't know what you are getting now. If only you can apply this. If only you can apply this, you will go far. You will go far. You will travel far. Don't play with all this. Take your life serious. This is the time. Take it serious. Tomorrow, because of time, I'm going to teach you what you're going to do to work on your vibration, your energy, your head. We're not going to talk about that tomorrow. That is why we're going to use the water tomorrow. Then there's one more thing I'm going to add to it that you're going to use, and that you can use at your convenient time, in your house, in your office, before you check out in the morning, when you return back home, where you are going for a job, where someone promise you, where somebody want to see you, how you can use all these things and it will, and whatever you are looking for, you get it. Tomorrow I will teach you that, but I'm going to stop here today. The Lord bless you.